So, Steve, I want to ask you one question that I get asked all the time, and I'd love to hear your point of view. And you actually did a show about, you did a whole series about this, is how do you make money being in the film industry, being a filmmaker? It's so difficult to just, if you could do it once a little bit, but guys like you and like I've been doing this for 25 years and I've been able to make a living for those 25 years most of the time. And I'm assuming there've been times like that for you as well, but you've been able to sustain yourself in a creative environment. How do you do that?
Well, we actually had a very successful production company from 1983 to 2000,
Okay.
and we sold it,
Okay.
which is hard to do. That's a really
Mm-hmm.
hard thing to do. But we sold it to a company that had design senses, design. It was a design company that wanted to go into doing meeting events, videos, the whole thing, and so it was a good fit. But um, this is my formula, and I've said this a million times. I'm going to say it one more time. The only way you get two creative dudes that come together and they're like, let's start a production company. The average production company lasts 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
That is a shitty formula for a production company. The winning formula for a production company is a businessman whose sole job is to get work. Okay? That is a very creative person and a creative guy who does or manages the work. So it depends how big your operation is. Our production company, we had several salespeople with a sales director, and then we had a couple of producers. I was the director. We would hire freelance directors. We had a composer, because there wasn't the kind of music like now, and we had a stage manager. We had a stage. We had, a fairly decent sized production company, and we would at times do up to 25 projects at once.
Wow.
So we were doing a lot of projects, especially for meetings and things like that. So, but the point is that if you're two creative dudes that come together and you go, let's start a production company, which is what everyone does, the second you start working a job, you're unemployed because you're not looking for work and you don't have one on the tail end or two on the tail end, or you're managing four at once.
Mm-hmm.
One time I did manage 25 projects at one time. And it was not that hard, surprisingly. You have teams of people that worked in round the clock, so you had various shifts, and I'd take, I'd kind of look at these eight, and then I'd look at these eight, and then I'd look at these eight, and I'd give comments, and they'd go off and do work, and they'd come back. And it is doable over a period of months. But I'm going to tell people, if you do not have, I fight people on this, a businessman that doesn't give a crap about the videos. It's like any other business, you would have a salesman, wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
you? Why do these production companies, doctors are big on this, lawyers, they don't have a sales team?
Right.
And I hate to say this is going to be really painful to hear. I can get any dude to shoot something. I cannot get any dude to find something.
Amen.
He's got the harder job.